Come on in the room, everybody. Oh, my goodness. Tap on the screen as you come in. Let me know where you're coming in from. We're about to take a little bit of a walk and talk. All right. We're going to take a walk. I'm going to talk. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm so freaking exhausted. Oh, I am really tired. I've been, thanks for the... I've been packing up and getting ready to go to Puerto Rico, and man, it's a lot. My eyes are so dark. Honestly, I thought like the other day, I was really tripping because I was like, what kind of filter did this thing put on? Why are my eyes so dark? You know what? It wasn't even a filter. It was my eyes. They're so dark. They look like I had a black eye, but it's just from lack of sleep. Welcome in, everybody. Yeah, welcome in. So, yeah, it looked like I had a black eye, child. I was like, oh my gosh, what in the world? What is this filter? Why is this filter making me look like I got a black eye? Turns out it was not the filter at all. It was me and sleep deprivation. That's what it was. So I got this thing that I'm putting on now. I gotta see if I can um find out where this came from. I got this, it was in a gift basket. It's an eye roller to get rid of dark circles, but the top of it is like a metal ball. So I just put it in the freezer, and roll it under my eyes, and it helps get rid of the dark circles. But I have no idea where you buy this. So maybe if somebody knows where you get this thing, let me know, because I need to get another one, and I would gladly promote this because it actually works. And I know, like, most of the stuff that was in it, the liquid that was in it, that's pretty much gone. But I still keep it. I just put it in the freezer, and I just put it under my eyes not whenever, but when I think about it. Really, I do it when I think about it. I know today I was like, I need to take a walk, and I wanted to go to the store, but I don't know if I'm gonna go to the store now because I'm up here in the mountains of Virginia. Oh, back up. Hey, everybody, if you don't know me, my name is Kara. I am a serial entrepreneur. I'm a mom of six. I'm a world traveler. And I'm on here teaching people digital marketing and how to fix their finances. I do credit repair and different things. And to set people free. Trying to help free the people, right? So, yeah, we're getting ready to take a walk and talk. Hopefully, y'all can hear me when I have the phone down. So, I'm going to put the phone down while I put on my shoes. And I'm going to just see how far we're going to walk, because the store is a little ways from me. It probably takes me about 15 minutes to walk to this store. It's like Family Dollar. But also, it gets dark up here. I think it's going to be dark at like 7:40, which means by the time I get to the store, how do I want to go to the store? I want a Diet Pepsi, you guys. That's all I really want. Oh yeah, and some M&Ms. So I should have done this earlier, because now I'm like, by the time I walk there and walking back, it's going to be dark. And since where I live, there's not a lot of street lights or whatever. And it's really pretty safe up here, but there's a lot of traffic. So that's the only thing. Do I feel like dodging cars? I could walk to the Walgreens, but I'm kind of cheap, and I don't want to give Walgreens all my money just to buy a darn Pepsi and some M&Ms. I really don't. So, yeah, welcome in, everybody. Let me tell you guys, let me see if I can put the thing up here in the chat. A serial entrepreneur shares tips on marketing and travel. Okay, that's what's up. I didn't say about, well, I did. I'm going to Puerto Rico for 5 months. Um, Monday. So my flight is on Tuesday, but I'm thinking because the airport that I'm going to fly out of is like almost 3 hours from me. So I'm thinking I want to go Monday and probably spend the night at the hotel and then fly out on Tuesday, which is my flight. So yeah, I'm gonna fly out on Tuesday. And I'm excited. Welcome in, take a finger, tap on the screen. Let me know where you're coming in from. Who do we have? Who do we have? All right, y'all. So I'm trying to put this thing up here to tell you. Oh, that's it, the stickers. Sometimes I forget which thing is which. That's all right. So I'm gonna be talking about Digital Wealth Academy. And then let me see if I can put a comment and pin it. No, that's not it. I want to do the comment. I'm telling y'all don't need to know how to do this stuff to do it. You can just all right. So welcome in. Take your finger, tap on the screen. Let's get this live out to some people. While I make up my mind, we are either way. We're going for a walk. I'm just trying to decide which way to go. I can go to Walgreens. I can walk to the Dollar Tree, or I can just take a walk up the road a little bit. Anyway, what are y'all doing? Let me know where you're coming in from as you come in. Yeah, let me know where you're coming in from. Honestly, I really don't. I'm so freaking tired. I'm about to take. I have these little caffeine tablets that I like. They don't have like a lot of caffeine. They have as much caffeine as a cup of coffee, I think it is. And also, I got me some vitamin B12. What in the world did I just do with the water bottle? Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. I literally just had a water bottle, filled it up from the fridge, and I spilled the water on the floor. So I put the bottle down somewhere so I could mop the floor. And now I can't find the freaking water. I'm telling y'all, it's a rough day. Oh, here we go. I put it on the steps. I knew that. Just checking. Okay. All right. That's that. Let's decide about this walk. And I know this is TMI. I'm trying to fix my clothes because this bra is not. It's not the right one, and it keeps on trying to make my girls go wherever they want to go, and that's not the point. I just wanted to do what I wanted to do. All right, so let's get out of here. Let's skedaddle. What are y'all doing? Come on in the room. I'm just gonna give you a few tips about what I'm doing. Not tips. I'm gonna give you a little overview. That's Wealth Academy. As a matter of fact, we have a sale going on. We got a sale going on. So it's $200 off the program. So first of all, for anybody who doesn't know, if you look right there in the pinned comment, it says that I'm talking about online. I'm talking about online to use, but you do have to invest in yourself. And so if you want to know, like I said, back up. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Kara. I'm a mom of 6. I'm a world traveler. I'm a serial entrepreneur. And I'm teaching people digital affiliate marketing and also how they can. Sorry, I had to go check my settings because one day I was live and I was just talking and talking and talking. And TikTok had already told me that. TikTok sent me a message saying that, sorry, I wanted that truck to go, that I wasn't connected. I was so daggone mad because I was like, that was a great point I was making. All right, Mama 6, world traveler, serial entrepreneur. I've been doing some type of business since I was 5 years old. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I created a multi-million-dollar business offline, and now I'm doing the same thing online. And here's the really cool part, is that I'm able to help people just like you do the same thing. Now, I don't mean the multi-million-dollar business part. You're going to have to do that part for yourself. But I do know that I can help you start a business, and I can help you learn how to market your business. Or if you already have an existing business product or service, I can help you with that too. All right, so I started saying earlier, I don't know how far we're going to make it on this walk. I just got started too late. And honestly, by the time I get to the store and walk back, it's already going to be dark. I have on black, and I'm up here in the mountains of Virginia, and when it gets dark, honey, it gets dark because we don't have a whole lot of street lights. This is not like being in Philly, in the city where I kind of sort of grew up. This is up here in hill country. All right, so yeah, we're not trying to do all that. Okay, so back to my point. This is a business. Hello. This is a business. Most businesses are not free to start. Although you absolutely can start to figure out how to make money online for free. You don't need to buy a business. You don't need. See, that truck is making my point that I was making earlier, that when it gets dark up here, it gets dark quick, and there's a lot of traffic. And that's like that third truck, because I guess everybody's coming home or going out or whatever they're doing. And so I'm not going to the store. I'm not executive decision. We're not going to the store, you guys. Not going. We are going to make this little loop around and go back to the house and probably sit and talk in the gazebo for a few minutes. Yeah, I'm not going. I'm already, I just don't feel like walking back home when it's dark. And I got on a black shirt. Welcome in, friends. So do me a favor. When you come in, tell me where you're coming in from. Where in the world are you? Let me see if I can share this live out to a few people. Yeah, where are you coming in from? What do you do? Are you doing digital marketing, affiliate marketing? Are you already doing something? Anything, doesn't matter. Where you're making money from your phone or a laptop. Yeah, see, told y'all, too much traffic already. Are you doing something, excuse me, where you're already making money from your phone or from your computer or whatever? Any way you're making money online, let me know. Drop me a comment. Maybe it's something I would be interested in finding out more about. You never know. Okay. If you're not, let me know what else you do. Do you have a job? Are you retired? Like, what do you do? What do you do? Hey, Lady Jim, welcome. Thank you. Thank you for the rose. All right, y'all. Let's see. Lady Jim, let me go see. I've done this before. Okay. TikTok shop, top tier. You got banned at 200K. That's crazy. I'm following you right now. I'm telling you, man, that TikTok is crazy. It's just crazy. So I wish you luck, and I'm following you, and I'll probably go see if I can buy something from your TikTok shop. I'm not sure what, but anyway. So, oh yeah, what I was saying is I don't do TikTok shop or creator rewards. I think it is. I'm eligible, but I do digital and affiliate marketing. So the good news is that I don't have to have a certain amount of followers or okay, I know you are. I know you're going to be back. That's right. I know you are. But yeah, so I mean, I don't have to have a certain amount of followers or anything like that to make money from this phone. Thank you, Jesus. Because if y'all look at my thing, I think I'm up to like 5,000 followers, right? And I've already made a few $1,000s from this TikTok app just promoting the affiliate program that I did. So that is a good thing for me to know. Because I got on TikTok like sometime last year, right before the whole ban, not a ban thing. I was kind of doing it for a little while, and then I stopped. Then when they did that whole ban thing, I got rid of my account. I didn't get rid of my account. I didn't deactivate it. What happened? I think I uninstalled it. I don't remember, but it took me forever to be able to get back on. And then I had to do a workaround at first to get a virtual network to look like I was in Canada instead of in the US. It was a hot mess. And I could have just waited. But no, not me. I'm impatient. I need it now, right? All right, we're going back to the house and sit over here in the gazebo. And anyway, so the good news about not having to have a certain amount of followers or anything like that is the other day, for instance, it was like 5 o'clock in the morning. This is also something for those of you that don't go live because you're scared. Just hit that go live button and do it. Here's my tip I give everybody when they are starting to go live. Everybody's nervous when they push that go live button. Even me, and I've been talking to people for years. Okay, but it's something about when you hit that live button that kind of freaks you out. It's cool, but it's also scary. Ooh, let me get my water. Hold on, y'all. What are you doing? So what are you up to, Lady Jim? Do you do anything outside of TikTok shop? Is that your main thing? That's cool, though. 200,000 followers. I can't even imagine. That would be awesome, though. Just to be able to reach that many people and have an impact on them, that would be awesome. But so back to what I was saying earlier is that if you're scared to go live, it's okay. Everybody pretty much starts off afraid. Just to think of this, even the biggest influencer that you know, like I love Gary Vee. Gary Vee has 15 million followers. He probably has more than that now, but I think on TikTok he's got 15 million followers. But you know what he has in common with me and you and everybody who's going live, right? Is that he started those 15 million followers. Guess how they started? With one person. They started with one person. Hey May, what? They started with one follower. Even like Kim Kardashian or whoever. I don't know. Pick whoever you like, whoever you follow, whoever you inspires you. They all have one thing in common, that they all started with the one person. There wasn't 10 people that were first. There's always only one person that's first, right? So imagine you could get to 200,000 followers like Lady Jim, or you could get to millions like Gary Vee or whomever you like. It all starts with one follower. So that's why you can be scared. You can be afraid, but you still just push the button. And I'm going to tell you, here's a good reason to push the button, especially for all of my digital marketers out there. You know, on this account, my Team Pay Daily, I'm really focused on helping new and overwhelmed beginner digital marketers, right? But this is not my background. I'm not relatively new to this digital marketing, right? So my background really was like finance and accounting and building businesses because like I said, I've been an entrepreneur since I was 5 years old. My first business was it was a shining shoes at 5, and my dad helped me set up my first little business. I'll tell y'all that story at the end. So somebody remind me to tell you the story at the end, okay? But but so the other night, other day, I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't go live yesterday, and I should go live because I set myself this task. Like I used to go live. I'm swinging in this gazebo, so hopefully nobody's getting vertigo. I mean, I'm in the gazebo, and there's a swing, and I'm sitting on the swing, and okay, so I'm swinging on the swing. All right, but anywho, so I set myself this task. Like I was like, okay, because I had gotten burned out, overwhelmed. I was trying to go live on this TikTok account, on my other TikTok account that's under my name, Kara Reveals Crittenton. I was going live on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. I might be a little bit of an overachiever, just a little bit. And I was like, okay, no program that you have told you to do all of that. Because I started with my legacy builders. Up to my DGC community, right? Shout out to you guys. Where's my and I ended up doing something, messed up my website, and got kicked out. And then I got a little bit just discouraged because I was not really even discouraged. I was just trying to do a lot. I had my first grandson, so I was like trying to be there for my daughter and my son-in-law. And I have other business ventures, like I said, so I'm trying to do that stuff. I'm ripping and running up and down the highway, and then also trying to build a digital marketing business on top of that. So I was like, okay, you need to take a break. You need to step back. So in February, I went to my new best friend, ChatGPT. Hey, ChatGPT. I went to ChatGPT and I said, this is what's going on. I'm overwhelmed. I am. Then I said all the things that I just told you. I told ChatGPT, like, I'm doing too much. I need to. What's the best way for me to get back on track without feeling overwhelmed, stressed, or burnt out? And then ChatGPT helped me come up with a whole plan. When y'all are doing stuff in ChatGPT or any of these other AI things where you're asking questions, ask like specific questions. Don't be vague, like, oh, I have an online business. How do I get customers? That's too vague. And I don't have, now I know a lot of people have their ChatGPT where they have set up an account. Honey, I use the free version. Because I'm just not comfortable in our relationship yet to give you all of my information, even though I'm sure they probably already have it. Listen, anybody who thinks their information is safe in this day and age, you better really think again because it's not. It's not. It's not a mystery. You don't need to get Scooby Doo or Blue to help you find a clue to know whether or not your information is hanging out there on the internet. It is. Yes, it is. you can try to safeguard yourself though. So you don't have to be reckless. Like you don't want to be putting, your passwords and mother's maiden name and all that stuff everywhere. But anyway, so back to my point is go ahead and hit the live button. So the other day it was like 5 o'clock in the morning. And I'm really tired. I hadn't gone live because ChatGPT, we talked and they gave me this whole plan that I started in February. And it was like, okay, instead of trying to go live every day, posting all this stuff, post one time a day, go live 3 to 5 times a week. And then I said it gave me the script for every post that I made. It gave me the call to actions, the keywords, the hashtags. Like I asked for, but it doesn't give it to you. You have to ask for it. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, then that just means that you haven't really been on their online journey very long. But if you once you get into it, you'll start to see these are things that can help you and push you out to the FYP, and people will find you and whatever. Okay, so I'm like, I come up with this plan. And then the other day, I was like, I was supposed to go live 3 times this week, and I didn't. And I should just go ahead and go live now. I was so tired. This was like the day before yesterday. If you see on my page, there's I think it's on this page. It might be on my other page, but if it's not on this page, I'm gonna go grab the picture and I'm gonna post it on this page. So what happened is I'm like really sleepy, could not get it together, like control the buttons. I don't know. I had put this filter on my head, right? And it was like a cat. It was a black cat fuzzy head thing on my head, right? So I'm like, I can't get this thing off. So I'm just gonna leave it like this. I'm not gonna worry about it. So surprisingly, a bunch of people got on, which is what TikTok analytics told me that my people were online at 5 o'clock in the morning. So it was 5 o'clock in the morning. And even though I was exhausted, I really couldn't go to sleep. It's like just kept, I don't know, I couldn't fall asleep. And so as soon as I get on there, I'm like, oh my gosh. Um, I'm gonna just talk about, I forgot whatever the topic was. It might have been the Q&A about online business. And so I talk and I'm starting to talk, and then people jump on and they're in and out the room and they're doing the daily heart me thing. By the way, if you haven't done your daily heart me, go and do it. That's the little orange heart up there at the top of the screen. And so they're coming in and out of the room and talking and whatever, because that's how people do, right? Excuse me. And then somebody's like, oh, what you're talking about sounds good. I'm really ready to start making money online. I've been putting it off and da da da, and I should do this. And I'm like, yeah, come on, jump in, hop in, go to the link of go right there where my face is, tap on the screen. It'll open up and show you my profile picture. Go right there where you see the link. It says beacons. When you tap on that, I said, this is what's going to happen. TikTok is going to send you this scary message. It is going to say, you're going to an external link, like it's something really scary. But that's exactly what's supposed to happen, right? So this is what I'm telling the person. I'm like, that's what's supposed to happen. Like, you're going to go to this external link. Okay. And then you're going to scroll down. You're going to look at the program. You're going to see if it's really something you want to do. And then you're going to get signed up. I'm like, you're not going to pay any money today. You're just, go ahead and look like maybe. I say the maybe. It depends on maybe. I say the maybe. It depends on. I'm like, all right, well, go ahead. I'm like, all right, well, go ahead and do it. And then when you come back, let me know if you have any questions. Now, here's why I tell people that. Because people are going, this is for all of y'all that do go live or you're marketing any type of product or program or whatever. People are going to ask you a lot of questions that could easily be answered if they just go and look at your information. Okay, so don't get stuck answering a bunch of questions, no matter what type of program you're doing. Because how many of y'all know that if you didn't create the program, you trying to answer all of their questions, you're probably just going to confuse them. Because I know I did. I made the mistake. Now this is a brand new TikTok account. I only have like one person that I actually know in real life that's on this account. Everybody else is people that found me on TikTok. So there's almost 5,000 followers on here. Everybody found me on TikTok. I didn't go find them. I didn't track them down. But here's what happens. Over on my Facebook page, I have 7,000 followers and 5,000 friends. And then I have some other like different social media pages on there. So I made a mistake on Facebook talking about the program. So one of my friends is like, "Oh, why don't can I call you and ask you some questions?" And of course, because I was new, I was like, "Oh, sure, yeah. Go ahead. Hey, my loud silence. Welcome, Christine. Welcome in. Who else we got on the platform? Lady Jimmy still here. Awesome. All right, and all of the millions of you watching out there in TV land, welcome to my program on TikTok. I told y'all I was sleepy. You cannot blame this erratic behavior on me. Okay, so anywho, let me get back to the one point. First, finish one point. Why you should just hit that button and just go live. Okay, I'll give you my tip. So I go live 5 o'clock in the morning. Can't get rid of this cat head filter. Then later, when I looked at it, I realized it had a cat head and like some fangs or something, right? So I'm talking and I'm just like, find out about this information if you're ready to start. And they were like, "I'm ready to start. I've been watching you. I've been seeing all these other people making money online and from their phones, and they're saying they're able to do it a couple hours a day, and I'm really ready." So I said, "Okay, good," because that's the people I'm looking for. I'm looking for the people that are really ready. And so lo and behold, they go and they get signed up in the program, you guys. Now, guess what that means for me? I didn't have to explain anything to them. I didn't have to meet them in the DMs and, where it was going down. So I could try to explain this whole program that's already explained. I didn't have to call them on the phone. I didn't have to go chase them down. I didn't have to do any of that, right? They found me on a TikTok live. They said, "This is interesting. I want to know how I can make money from my phone too. I'm ready." They went to the app where it says Team Pay Daily. They opened up my profile. They clicked on the link that said Beacons. TikTok gave them the spooky message, "You're going to an external link." Woo. They did it anyway. They got to my site. They signed up. They paid their $4.97. Guess what? I made $422 just return on your investments. Now, can y'all hear me? Because now it's saying unstable connection. Can y'all hear me? Let me know if you can hear me, please. If I'm clear or if I'm like fading in and out and all of that. A new highlight was auto posted to help you attract more viewers. View it in live highlights. Okay, I will do that, TikTok. So if you're on this side of the TikTok screen, it shows you, it gives you like suggestions of what to do, tells you to remind people to do their daily heart meet, to shout you out and all that stuff. Now let me tell y'all, that was really cool. So 45 minutes, I made $422. Now in my program, this is the good thing, is you can get started for zero. And we're actually having a sale. It's $200 off. So instead of being $497, it's $297. Now remember, I said this in the beginning. If you were here, this is a business, meaning you have to make an investment. There are businesses that you can start with zero money. If you want, DM me and I'll try to figure out some way to help you do that, because I'm also a coach. But if you want something that is simple, that's already done for you, that's set up, that you don't have to go try to figure anything out. You don't even have to make you don't have to have like a website or figure out how to host anything or anything. It's all set up, because when I'm doing Digital Wealth Academy, you see up there on the top, it's an affiliate program. So they do all of that. All I do is when I got started, and the same thing when you get started, right? Once you pay your money and you get started, they're going to send you a whole thing, a welcome packet, and all this good stuff. They're going to tell you exactly where to go so you can get into our community. Over 140,000 people or almost 140,000 people on our side of our. So they're going to tell you how to connect with those 140,000 people inside of our community. We have training. We have training in there. We have Q&A sessions. So you're not going to be left alone. Even if, heaven forbid, I got abducted by aliens tonight, you don't need me. You can still go into the community and find out how to do what you need to do. All right, I'm not really trying to get abducted by aliens, but I told y'all I've been an entrepreneur since I was 5, and my parents had businesses, and so when I worked for my dad, I was filing. So I told the story the other day, but anyway, I was filing something, and I filed the paperwork for the delivery van instead of filing it under automobile or van or car. He's like, I can't find the paperwork for the van. You were supposed to file it. I said, I did. He said, I don't see it. I said, where'd you look? He said, I looked under A for automobile, C for car, V for van. I said, well, you can't find it because you didn't look under D. He was like, D? I said, yeah, delivery van. You know what he said? He said, we're going to talk when I get back. That's what he said. But anyway, that was his fault because he didn't teach me how to file. So anyway, that those were good times. Those were good times. But that was when I worked for my parents. And so anyway, to do this, you don't have to have experience. You don't have to have been in business or have any type of business skills. I don't have any tech skills, even though the multi-million dollar company that I created offline was a tech company. I didn't do the tech. We hired people that were tech experts to do the actual tech work, right? And that company was like all federal government contracts, right? So the IRS, Department of Homeland, EPA, the U.S. House of Representatives, Treasury Department. All of this stuff is part of the Freedom of Information Act. Feel free to Google. My name is Kara Revels Crittenton. DM me. I'll give you my name. Also, you can, well, actually, when you join me, you see my name. Also, the company used to be called 6K Systems. Now it's called Crittenton Consulting, and I'm Kara Crittenton. Hey. So yeah, um, but here's what I know. Whatever skills you already have. Let's say you're a mom. Now I told you I'm a mom of 6. So when my kids were little, I had son was already like in high school. I had 6 under 6. I had my 5 younger kids. But also, I was helping with my nephew because my sister was in the army and she was deployed to like Kuwait or something. So shout out to my I thank you for your service. I know I love my country. I love America, but we do not treat our veterans well at all, and it's a shame. We should actually all just collectively be slapped for the way the veterans are treated in this country. But let me know if you can hear me because it keeps saying it's unstable. Digital marketing coach shares hope to how to start an online business. Okay, let me know. Okay, so I like to save these AI summaries now. Take a screenshot. If you go live, you see the little AI summaries where they show people what you're talking about. I like to screenshot those now. Just because I've been using them on my as posts lately. All right, so did y'all hear my point that I was making? My point that I was making about just hitting that go live button. Imagine if I had been like, no, I'm just tired. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna go live because I don't freaking feel like it. I'll do it tomorrow. When I comb my hair and don't have on a cat head filter. Or when when I look, however way it is you think you need to look to go online, right? I literally had on my Christmas pajama shirt that says like "Fa la 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 llama" or something like that, or I don't know. And this cat head filter that popped on my head that I couldn't get rid of, and somebody was like, "I like what you're talking." Somebody was like, "I like what you're talking." They went and paid $4.97, and I got paid $422. Hello. This, I'm telling you, if you, honest to goodness, I'm a coach. So, in addition to some of the things that I do, I told y'all I'm a serial entrepreneur. So that means I just have different types of businesses. One of the things is I am a coach. I'm a life, business, and financial coach. Matter of fact, I just signed up a new coaching client today. All right. So here's what the deal is, though, right? If I had been like, I gotta wait until everything's perfect before I can go online, I would have missed out on $422 for 45 minutes. Now, big obvious income disclaimer. Hear what I'm not saying. I'm not saying you're going to make money from your phone. I'm not going to promise you anything. You know why? Because I don't know you. I don't know what you're going to do and not do. There's no guarantee if you do something or don't do something of how much income you're going to make. I can only tell you what works for me and what's worked for thousands of people who are earning income from their phone. We just had Lady Jim on here, right? She's in the TikTok shop. She had over 200,000 followers. So you know she's making some kind of income from her phone. Even if or phone, laptop, whatever. So however she's connected on this little TikTok thing, she's making income. All right. Now, it can be hard, it can be simple. I like this because I like simple things. I have a busy life. I'm packing. I'm ready to go to Puerto Rico for 5 months to help my daughter and my son-in-law because they got my brand new baby nephew. I'm not nephew. I'm so used to saying nephew's grandson, my first ever grandson, Jelly Bean. And she's finishing up law school. So I'm going over there to help them and take care of him and help them out. So, because he works online, and that way they can have time to do what they're doing. His other grandma is over there now. I'm Gigi, she's Nana. And so his Nana's over there helping take care of him now. And it's my turn to go over and help out. So I'm excited. But I couldn't do that if I had to go to a 9 to 5 job every day. I couldn't do that even if I had a work from home job where I needed to be on the phone or something like that. I could, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't have a location. Not only that, they still would want me to be there at a certain time. So I'm going to have a 5 month, he just turned 6 months. I'm going to have a 6 month old baby who is going to dictate what time we're doing whatever it is we're doing. Okay, he's the boss. So I might be like, oh yeah, I could definitely be at work at 8 o'clock on this quote unquote work from home job, right? But he's like, no, because actually I'm hungry right now, so I'm gonna need you to feed me, Nana. You gotta work when I say we're done. So I love the freedom of having this lifestyle. So I'm a world traveler, um, and I just love it. And so maybe that's not for you. I don't know what your thing is. So let me tell you how I kind of ended up in this online world in the first place. So created this multi-million-dollar business offline, had the husband and the 6 kids, beautiful home, great communities. Matter of fact, where I live is Loudoun County, Virginia, which if you look it up, it was, well, now I don't live there now, I live up in the mountains. But it's it goes back and forth between Loudoun County and Fairfax County being the wealthiest counties in the country every single year, right? Right outside of DC, we got a lot of politicians that live there, tech people. So it's very expensive to live in Northern Virginia, particularly in Loudoun County. Okay, so that's where we lived. Where Donald Trump made his golf course, Trump National or whatever he called it, That's where we lived. It's called Lowe's Island. It used to be Lowe's Island Country Club, and then he bought it and turned it into Trump, whatever. All right. So the thing is, everything on the outside looked good. Now, how many of y'all know that sometimes we're gonna go in the house because it's getting dark, and this keeps saying my connection is unstable. Also, why is the door to the basement open? Let's go explore why the door is open. All right, but anyway, so yes, I did all that, and then I walked away from that, you guys. I walked away from that seemingly perfect life, right? And I say seemingly, and that's why I say, how many of y'all know that everything that looks good ain't good? And somebody drop me in the comments if you know what I'm talking about. Go ahead, hit it. Okay, so what I mean by that is on the outside looking in, it looked like we had everything. Perfect this and perfect that. But it wasn't. It wasn't like that. That marriage for me was very toxic. And so I walked away. I walked away from what some people from the outside looking in would have thought of as a dream life. And I started over. Only this time, I had my mama and my 6 kids, and as I like to say, my self-esteem intact. And it wasn't easy. It really wasn't. I went to bed a lot of nights hungry because after the kids ate, there was nothing for me to eat. But I didn't go around and start whining to my kids. Y'all ate up all the food. There's nothing for me to eat. What am I going to do? No, I didn't do that. Because how many of you moms know we don't do that, right? We just figure it out. We figure it out. So that's what I did. I did some other things. So some people know me from like being in the entertainment industry. I had a full service entertainment company, recording, all this kind of stuff. And did a bunch of parties and club events and stuff with Cedric the Entertainer and people from Love and Hip Hop and Cardi B and different people and all of that. But the person that I was partnered with in that venture, he was not a straight guy. He's not straight like that, but he wasn't honest. And I'm like, listen, dude, I got a stellar reputation. I can't be out here monkeying with you, trying to put dirt on my name, as they say it. So I stopped working with him, and I was like, I'm just gonna take some time off, and I'm just gonna travel, and I'm just gonna like figure stuff out. Anyway, fast forward, I get into this online space, and I have never looked back. I'm glad to be able to help other people and to make a difference in other people's lives, and to let you know that you can do this no matter what you've been through. You can do this. So you can get. Oh, this is the other thing. The other part that I was going to say was, so yes, so I did the other day when I went on there. I didn't know Temu up their wig game. Hey, okay, you're like, are you? You're hilarious. Hold on, let me find you. I don't know if you're. Where'd you go? Somebody had a little funny comment. I guess it was funny. I don't know. I guess they, because I don't generally attract jerks, so I'm guessing this was funny. It's a bunch of underscores. Then it says ant. Then some more underscores. Anyway, it says I didn't know that Temu up their wig game. So thank you. If you like it, great. If you don't like it, I don't care because I don't know you. But if you want to contribute to the Kara Crittenton brand new wig fund account, go ahead and cash at me about $300. Yeah, so anyway, that's funny. So that's another thing when y'all go live. Now, I don't know if that person was joking or serious because I don't know them. That's the good thing about doing this is you don't know these people. And even if you do know them, who cares? Do they pay your bills? Unless they pay your bills, why do you care what any of these people think? But when you go live, you definitely have to be prepared for all types of people, right? You're going to have people that are encouraging, support you. You're going to have trolls. You're going to have people who really don't have anything else to do with their life but to try to, like, I don't know, mock people or bring people down or whatever. But thankfully for me, I'm a person with like a tough skin, so it doesn't really bother me. But I do want to let y'all know that because I know some people are like, well, I'm afraid somebody might say something mean to me and hurt my little baby feelings. Can I tell you this respectfully? Get over it. Some weirdo is gonna come, some weirdo is gonna come on your lives and try to bring you down. Don't worry about those people. Again, if they're not paying your bills, who cares? I'm telling you, the other day I was on here. That's why you cannot even worry about what you might be looking like at the time. If you get that spirit in you to push the live button, just push it. Because if I would have been waiting until everything looked right and every hair was in place and all this stuff to go live the other morning, I wouldn't have made $422 in 45 minutes. You know what I mean? So I'm telling y'all, stop being scared. These people don't pay your bills. They don't take care of your children. They don't do anything to raise the caliber of your life or lifestyle. Don't worry about it. But you got to learn how to laugh at them. Because I've heard them say, and I don't, like I said, I don't know that person. I don't know if they were being funny. I don't know what. I don't know. I'm just telling you, you will have people that try to discourage you. That's just, some people are just like that. So I don't work with those people. I don't work with those people. Thank you, Lady Jim. I like to be around people like Lady Jim. This is my kind of people, right? We encourage each other, we uplift each other, we support each other. There's so many people in this world that are gonna bring you down. I'm gonna tell y'all something. A mom of six tip. If you have kids and maybe your kids bicker a lot. My last kids were a set of twins. So the ex was like, we had four girls. One back up. We had three boys and one girl, and she was the youngest. And my ex was like, "Don't you want another girl? She's so sweet." And da 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 da. And it's just all the reasons we should have another kid. And I'm like, I'm good. Like, I'm good. And he talked me into it. And I was like, well, she is sweet. And maybe not. Can I tell y'all what happened? We ended up having twin boys. So my last set is a set of twin boys instead of a girl. And the crazy part is the whole time I was pregnant, right? We refused to think boy. We thought girl. I literally thought girl, girl, girl the whole time. Didn't even consider boy names to the point that they were going to be Brianna and Bianca. I'm glad they were boys because I don't even really care for those names that much anymore. We had it. They were going to be Brianna and Bianca. Had everything figured out for these little girls, right? And so the day they were born, and I never, even when I had your new highlight was auto posted to help you track more viewers view it in live highlight. Okay, thank you. So the whole time I thought girls. We ended up with twin boys. My sister and my ex-husband had to go like the day the babies were born because even when I got ultrasounds, I'm like, I don't want to know the sex. I just want to make know that they're healthy. And so they had to go to the bookstore and the gift shop, and they came back with these baby name books so we could come up with names for the baby. And we came up with Baron and Brandon, and they're awesome, and I love them, and they're amazing. But I was going to tell y'all the story about if you have people, how people are mean and whatever. And they just they're miserable. So this is the thing with people that are trolls, they are so miserable. So y'all pray for them that God will help send them people into their lives so they can feel good about themselves and they can feel worthy and they don't have to try to make other people feel bad so they can feel good. I'm sure you've got more than one family member or friend or somebody you've known in the past where they're always talking down about other people. Maybe they've talked down about you. And they do that because they don't feel happy with their own lives. They're miserable. They're sad. They're whatever. So they got to make other people feel small, and then they think by making other people feel small, they'll feel bigger. But it never works. So then they've got to come up with more ways to be mean and be creepy and whatever. So I don't argue with these people. Y'all got to figure out how not to argue with these people and how to really make sure they know that their opinions and thoughts do not freaking matter. All right, so the reason I was talking about the kids and I said I was going to give y'all a mom tip. Maybe you have kids that bicker back and forth with each other. Now, the only ones, oh, sorry, I'm like glistening because I'm a diva, so I don't sweat, I glisten. It's very humid outside. Okay. So anyway, and now I'm inside, so yes, I know. Anywho, my kids, I used to tell them when they were younger, when they would get into little bickering matches, and it was mainly the twins that would bicker back and forth. I used to say, nope, we're not having that. We don't do that in this house. There are enough people in this world that are going to put you down, that are going to make you feel bad, that are going to try to make themselves feel better by making you feel worse. You will not do that to your siblings. It's not happening, not on my watch. Not at all. I came from some siblings where we used to just go back and forth. We used to really go at each other, name calling and stuff like that. I just didn't, and we're all super close to this day, but I just didn't want my kids doing it, right? So I would make them find, at least I would say, you got to find one nice thing about your sibling, and then you have to tell them one nice thing. And so the youngest one, Brandon, he says to his brother Baron, the oldest one, he goes, well, I guess you have nice eyebrows. I'm like, this kid got a whole unibrow, but hold on. I gotta move my puzzle piece, you guys. Hang on. Oh, for those of you that don't go live, TikTok gives you this puzzle piece and you gotta slide it over and make sure it lines up perfectly, or they'll think you're a BOT. So that means that we are at the top of the hour. Thanks everybody for hopping in with me. Thank you, Lady Jim. I appreciate you so much. Who else we got here? Thank you everyone who hopped in. Thank y'all for doing the daily heart me's. Um, Thank you for Smarty Pants with the Timu wig comment. Hey, Lady Lou, Kristen Bourgie, May, Loud Silence. Thank you, everybody. And before I get out of here, I just want to tell you that if you are somebody who's ready to change your life, change your finances, you want to know more about this making money from your phone, then go up there to the right there. We see my face, Team Pay Daily. Double tap that screen. It's going to open up to my profile. You're going to see a link that says Beacons. You're going to click on that. TikTok's going to send you their scary message. You're going to an external link. You're going to click on it anyway. And it's going to take you to my website. Scroll down. You'll see where the payments are. Scroll down. Look and see if this is something that's for you or not. You're going to come in. You're going to do an installment plan. We have a $200 off today, you guys. So if you want that, message me coupon, and I will send you the coupon so that you can get in for $200 off. Yes. Now here's the good thing for y'all too. When you get started, like I told you, that person got started. They paid $497. It's an affiliate program. I get 85% commission. So I immediately got $422, right? But today we have a special. So even if you start with that $200 off, I still get paid the same amount. Yeah. Yes, I love it. The other thing is, what's the other thing I wanted to tell y'all? Yeah, if you don't do this program with me, it's okay. Listen, I understand everything's not for everybody, and sometimes you think you can't do it, so you don't do it, or you won't take a chance on yourself, or maybe you did something else and you got burnt in the past, or whatever your reason is that you don't get started with me doing this program today. That's okay. But like I said, I'm a coach and I'm a mom, and I'm going to tell you that if you're not making money from your phone in 2026, you are wasting your time and energy. I'm telling you, you can do this part time in a couple hours a day. The program I'm in, Legacy Builders, one of the ladies was working 18 hours a day. You guys, 18 hours a day. So she only has 6 hours a day. She had 3 kids. Just a lot of stuff. The lady who started this Digital Wealth Academy, right? She was a nurse and she had kids and she was tired of never being able to see her kids. And she started this place. She's like, I got to figure something else out. She tried network marketing. So shout out to all my network marketing. And she was like, this is not for me because it still required a whole lot. If you've ever done network marketing, Amway, any of that stuff, you know that it's a lot. It's a lot of work. Amway, Mary Kay, I can't even think of all of them. It's a whole bunch of them. It's a lot of work because you got to track down your friends and family because they first want you to go to your warm market, which is people that know you, right? Then they want you to recruit people. So you've got to have uplines and downlines and all this kind of stuff for you to make money. You have to have an upline for you to be able to make any money from your phone at all. And for you to even know what to do. And then the lady that I talked to today, she just started coaching with me today. Matter of fact, here's some of the notes that I made for her coaching session. Right? She's invented a product and she needed help marketing, and she's like, I knew I should come to you. So I'm like, okay, awesome. So I'm going to help her with her product that she has, but she was doing network marketing. So I said, well, are you still doing the company that you were doing before? She said, no, because I could never get in touch with my upline. I'm like, but you don't need your upline. She's like, yeah, I needed my upline to do the company. I'm like, see, that's not good. Because as I said earlier, when I said if you get inside of this program, there's over 140,000 people. Plus, we have webinars, coaching calls, you name it, we have it. Everything is inside of this program, all of the trainings. It's a one-time fee, so you don't pay this multiple times. The only way you make multiple payments is if you do installments. If you come in and you pay the whole amount off the bat, that's it. No more payments. There's no hidden fees. There's none of that. And so that excited me when I found out about this digital marketing stuff. And then nobody gets any of your money except, well, in this program where it's 85% commission, 85% goes to the company. 15% goes to the company, 85% goes to me. Man, if they took 85%, I wouldn't be doing it. Not at all. That would not be me. Nope. Not cool. Okay, so for this, you don't need uplines, downlines. You're not recruiting people. How people find you is exactly the way that guy found me the other morning. They're going to find you through your videos if you post your videos on here, right? So because we're talking about TikTok, mostly everything here is TikTok. You can do picture posts. You can do carousels. If you look at my page, I gave myself a challenge to post 10 times a day every single day. But it wasn't because I needed to have more followers. I didn't do it for that. I did it because I was trying to prove to myself, turning out the lights, trying to prove to myself that I could be disciplined and that I could actually do it and get this stuff done. Now, you don't have to do that. They tell you to post 3 times a day. That's it. And so that's on TikTok, and things are different on different platforms. Okay, so made that 4:22 and talking live for 45 minutes, and I was exhausted. But here's what had happened. The day before I went live on my other page, I went live and I was over there for 2 hours and 9 minutes on my live, right? And there was a lot of people and people were asking questions and putting things in the chat and all that kind of stuff. So if y'all have any questions, by the way, about online business or digital marketing or being a mom or anything, just put them in the chat. I'd love to answer them. If you would like to buy me a wig like that guy said, please contribute to the Kara Crittenton Wig Foundation. Anywho, yeah. So go ahead. So I'm over there for 2 hours. A mom shares her parenting tips on sibling rivalry. Share your own advice. Okay, awesome. So hold on, let me get that. All right. So I'm over there for 2 hours and 9 minutes. Somebody that I know, because on the page with my name, I do know probably about, I've got almost 5,000 followers there. I probably know maybe 100 people, 50 to 100 people that I know, either from Facebook or somewhere else. That's why when I started, we're encouraged to start with a brand new account. All right, so I started this brand new account because I didn't know I didn't know anything about TikTok. Thought TikTok was dancing cat and dog videos. I didn't even know TikTok Shop existed. Never even heard of it. None of that. So while I'm over there for 2 hours and 9 minutes, one of the people who's a friend of mine, and she's been watching my journey, and she's like, I should have done this a long time ago. And she's like, I need to stop making excuses and because that's what I was really talking about over there. Stop making excuses for whatever. And so by the time we got off, she went and she got signed up, and so same thing. She paid, she got started. I made 422 buckaroos, right? How many of y'all know that's like $211 an hour? I was like, what? Now, having said that, you don't have to go live. You never have to go live. You do not have to go live like I'm doing. You don't have to make videos where you're showing your face. You can do this totally faceless thing. I'm just going to use this tissue box for an example. So you might see somebody just pulling tissues out, and they might be saying like, make today the last day that you cry over that, bad business decision, bad breakup, bad whatever. Make today the last day that you cry. Make this tissue your last tissue that you cry a tear in over that. You can start your life over today. Go to the link in my bio and I have tips for you. Something like that. Okay, I'm pretty good. That would be a faceless video. And that person wouldn't even have to talk. Like, it could just be the text on the screen where people read it. She could put like some sad music in the background, like some kind of breakup song. And then, in 5 seconds, do a 5-second reel, put it up there with a trending sound. And guess what? People are going to find your content and they're going to be like, oh my gosh, I can relate to this. I can relate to crying tears over somebody. I would love to make today be the last day that I cried over losing that job, over my kid acting a mess, over, whatever. Fill in the blank, right? And then they would go to the link in the person's bio because they told them, like, I have some tips for you on that thing, right? Whether it's starting a business or whatever, their niches, right? And guess what? Coaching on a new digital marketing program asks for a coupon code. Yes. Y'all get your coupon because today's $200 off. I'm telling you, you will love this program. So there's so many different ways to do this. But if you don't join me, please, for the love of God, find a way to make money from your phone. Do you know that this phone in your hand is the most powerful computer? Do you know, I don't know how old y'all are, but back in the day when they first started doing computer stuff, the computers used to take up blocks, like city blocks worth of space was needed for these computers. It was crazy. Like, you go look in the thing and you'll see companies like IBM and all of that, and they have these rooms full of these big floor to ceiling computers, and the phone in your hand is more powerful now than all of those big computers. To me, that is just fascinating. It really is fascinating. Hey, Queen Trina. Hey, girl. Hey. That's my girl right there, y'all. If y'all not following King Trina and Lady Jim and who is my other one? Who was my other lady that I wanted y'all to follow? Oh man, it's here somewhere. Y'all go follow her. She's awesome. She is awesome, and I love her style. She's just so cute. She's got the nicest little style and stuff. She's a real sweetheart, and she's a little powerhouse dynamo. So y'all go make sure you follow her. Follow Lady Jim. Like she can show you how to get your 200,000 followers like she has. Go ahead and follow these folks and see if what they're talking about is something that aligns with you, right? Go. Thank you, Trina. I'm so glad that you hopped on for a second. We need to do a co-host thing soon, right? Because I have to go. I'm going to Puerto Rico for 5 months to go help out with my little grandson. So I'll be over there next week. So maybe I'll try to hit you up or you hit me up. Either way, next week once I kind of get my baby schedule down because my daughter's finishing law school over there, and my son-in-law works from home. So I'm going over there to help give them some relief. His mom's been there since January, so now it's my turn to be back. But yeah, so I'm telling y'all, if you don't join me in this program, that's okay. If you, but go for the love of God. Find a way to make money from your phone. It's ridiculous. Like for people to still be out here struggling every single day of the week. I'm not promising you're going to make $1 million. I didn't, when I created my multi-million dollar company, I did not do it on the internet. Hey girl, you got title gifted children. Thank you, friend. Thank you. But when I created that company, nobody came up to me and was like, hey, Kara, guess what? We got a multi-million dollar business over here. We're just going to hand it to you. You see what you can do with it. They joined my fan club. Nobody did that, right? We had to build that thing from the ground up, started in my bedroom, turned it into, it took me almost 3 years to make the first $1 million. Okay. Now, can I tell y'all that on these apps and these digital marketing programs, people are doing that in like not like record time. I'm not even going to sit here and tell you how many people have been able to make really good money. Does that mean everybody's going to do it? Of course not, right? Of course not. Everybody's not going to do everything anyway. But what if you could just make enough to pay all your bills every month? What if you just made enough to pay your mortgage or your car payment? What if you just made enough to go to the grocery store without a freaking calculator, pick up the food that you want and put it in your cart and not have to be like, oh my gosh, how much is this? How much is that? I need the calculator. I got to add it all up. Oh, do I have enough? Do I need to move money from here to there? Been there, done that, got the t-shirt and the freaking hat. And I'm not trying to do it again. That's all I'm saying. I'm not even trying. I'm not. Okay, so I'm going to Puerto Rico, 3 blocks from the beach. I would love to be taking my grandson to the beach and let him hang out over there. Now, here's something else for y'all. By the way, if you want to get into this Digital Wealth Academy, go right up there right now where it says Team Pay Daily. Put in, it's gonna open up the profile to my picture. You'll see my picture. I don't know where my other phone is, or otherwise I'd just show y'all. But it's gonna say beacons. Tap on there. It's gonna open up. It's because TikTok is gonna send you a spooky, scary, creepy message. You're going to an external link. You're gonna click on it, and you're gonna go there anyway. And you're going to put in your information. You'll scroll down. You're going to check it out. You're going to see if it's something that interests you and you're ready to make this money from your phone. And then you're just going to get started. It's going to give you all the installment options. So it could be 0. It could be 47. It'll tell you what you qualify for. Okay. Now, here's why I got into this program, because I was doing legacy builders and I still have my legacy builders. So, shout out to my DGC. Absolutely love the program, love the people, everything. But I have a bunch of friends and family. Like I said, I'm going to go to Puerto Rico for 5 months. People were always asking me because they speak Spanish or French. And they were always asking, like, do you have something I could do? Do you have something? I'm like, no, I don't, because everything, this program is all in English. Now, Legacy is also in Spanish, but when I got in DWA, it was because I needed another program. So it wasn't like a competition, it was a compliment. And that's how I look at it. It's not, we're not competing here. We're just complimenting things that we already had. So this program is in 7 or 8 different languages. So I'm like, oh, this is great. Now I have something for those people. So that's why I got started in that. Also, one of the people that I follow that's like a mentor to me, she had started doing DWA, Digital Wealth Academy, too. I was like, oh, I know she's made a bunch of money in the other program, so this must be a great program, too, right? Now, here's what I didn't think about, y'all. This is what I want you to think about. When you're just following people from one shiny object or one shiny program or course to another one, here's what I didn't consider. She had already made 6 figures in the first company. So when she was going to another company or doing another product at that time, it wasn't like she was switching. She was just adding something into her repertoire. And I didn't understand that at first, which is what led me to being burnt out, because then I was trying to focus on the Legacy Builders and the Digital Wealth Academy. Then I told y'all I'm a serial entrepreneur. So I already had my credit repair business, coaching. My first grandson was about to be born. So I'm up and down. I'm just doing way too much. Like some of y'all are doing way too much and not making any money from it. Just knock it off, cut it out. It's time for you to do something different. There's a saying that insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. Now, I'm not a psychiatrist, so I'm not saying that anybody's insane. I'm just telling you that's what they say. That's it could be you. But here's what I do know. If you want a different result, then you got to do something different. That is the only way. You cannot expect to get something different if you don't do something different. So whether you join me, whether you join something else, I just want you to get in where you fit in. Figure out how to make some income from your phone, because it's no reason for y'all to have 8, 9, 10, 11,000 jobs. It's just not. When this is available, you can do this in 2 hours a day, 2, 3 hours a day, in the nooks and crannies of your day, right? 15 minutes here, 30 minutes there, 15 minutes here. That's what I told you about my friend Amy, right? This woman, 18 hours a day, 2 different jobs, 3 teenagers, and no help from the kid's dad, right? She was doing it all on her own. That means she had 6 hours in her day that was quote unquote her time, right? How many of y'all know you can't really do a whole lot in 6 hours? Because sure, she probably tried to sleep a couple of hours. She had to get washed and dressed and have food and all of that kind of stuff in those couple of hours. She was missing her kids that growing up. Because if y'all know anything, I'm an empty nester mom. I'm 6. And your babies grow up so fast. They do. Remember that little faceless video I showed y'all with the Kleenex? You might know we need a Kleenex. But really, seriously, your babies grow up so fast. And that's why I'm excited to be able to help with my grandson, right? Because it's like, man, just yesterday, my kids were little. Now they're adults. Now my one and only daughter, right? 5 boys, 1 girl. She's had a baby, her and her husband. She's about to finish law school. I remember when this girl's an overachiever. I remember when she was like 5 and she decided at 5 that she was going to be a lawyer, because my mom always loved like watching Murder She Wrote and shows like that. She would snuggle up with my mom and watch Murder She Wrote, and she wanted to be a lawyer. I don't know where she got that from, Murder She Wrote, but anyway, she just wanted to be a lawyer. So she wanted a laptop, because me and the ex, we had laptops because we were doing the IT company and all this stuff. And Matter of fact, this was even before we started that business. She always saw me or him with our laptops. And she's like, I want a laptop. So we're like, you're like 5, you don't need a laptop. So I had a vision board in my bedroom. Now, I don't really do vision boards anymore, but I had one in my bedroom. And I love vision boards. I don't have anything against them. I just have another technique to help manifest things without having to need a vision board. Okay, so if y'all want to know what that is, then ask me. We'll talk about that another time. All right. Anyway, so she cuts out. We get like a Best Buy or whatever it was. Now they're out of business, but we got a picture. Not Best Buy's not out of business. Whatever. What was the other one? It was Red and White. I don't remember what it was called. Anyway, Circus City. We cut out a laptop and she puts it on her wall. This laptop, and she kept that picture up there. And then when she was about, I want to say 9, maybe 9 or 10, we got her a laptop. And she was like, look, it's just like the one on my wall. And she was right. And so when she decided at like 5 that one day she was going to be a lawyer, and now she is in her last year of law school, and I'm just so freaking happy. So she graduates in June. June. She takes her bar exam in September. She's doing this all in Spanish, you guys. I'm telling you, this girl's amazing. She had to go to Puerto Rico. She went to school for a year to become fully fluent in Spanish. Then she applied to the law school. So she's in the law school. She's written a book that's been published by like one of the top publishing companies. It's just amazing. It really is amazing to see how God does things. If you don't believe in God, I don't know what to tell you, but I do. And just to see how everything has worked out is just amazing. But now I'm excited to help with my grandson, right? Because things come full circle. Here's what I want. I want to leave a legacy for my children's children. Like the Bible says, again, I don't know if you're a Christian, you believe in what you believe in. Some version in whatever you believe in has this. A good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children. I'm a woman, but I want to leave an inheritance to my children's children. When my grandfather died, he left enough money for my mom and her 2 siblings, her brother and her sister, to have some money. It was enough for her to give me and my siblings some money, and enough for me to be able to buy a couple of things for my kids. That was amazing. And here's the thing. It wasn't like he left millions and millions of dollars behind, but he left enough to be able for us to pass down this stuff from generations. And I know y'all hear this stuff about generational wealth and all that, but it's true. You could be the first one to do it in your family. You could be the first one when they say, well, everybody in our family's always been broke, busted, and disgusted, coming up the rough side of the mountain. You can say, you know what? That generational curse, it stops right here. It stops with me. It stops today. Who am I talking to? You. Stop playing small, please. Like, you never have to go live. Like I said, you don't have to be extrovert. I'm extremely extroverted, but I'm tired right now. I'm really tired, and I'm silly. And the more tired I get, the sillier I get. So that's just my personality. But you can have a more laid back personality. Like my girl right here, China. She's like more. I don't know if she's really quiet in real life, but on here she's a little more quiet than I am. But she's awesome. You know why? Because she's authentic. She's herself. She just comes on and she just tells you like it is. What's happening, how it is in her world, her experience. And that's all you got to do. Don't try to be anybody else. When I first started, I kind of started, was like, I really resonated with the lady who started Legacy Builders, Michelle, right? Michelle has 6 kids. I got 6 kids. Michelle was trying to do stuff for her kids. I was trying to do stuff. She wanted to leave a legacy. She had 5 grandkids. I didn't have any grandkids. Right? Now I have 1. But I was inspired by her. But I also found myself kind of patterning? What is it? Pattern? Acting like her. I kind of found myself talking a little more quiet with that kind of energy. She's got awesome energy, but it's hers. And so, because I'm like, okay, I need to make this kind of videos Michelle's making. But I realized I'm not Michelle. Now with Digital Wealth Academy, I'm like, okay, I can make videos like, and then Michelle was also in her 50s, right? I'm past 50. I'm 62. I know, right? 62 where? I don't even know. And I don't even have a filter on. I'm just trying to catch the good light. Okay. All right. But anyway, my point is you can be, but you got to be 18. But people from 18 to 85 to 90, as long as you're living, you can do this. I follow a guy on YouTube. Don't say that because TikTok doesn't like you to mention other apps because they're jealous. I follow this guy on YouTube. I said it again. Anyway, this dude is like, I want to say he's 85 now, and he is crushing it because people love his grandpa wisdom. And they're like, man, and you got to think of the generations, right? If you're if you're a boomer or early Gen X, like kind of my age group, your grandparents may be going on to see the Lord now, right? If you are what do you call it? Next one's the Gen Z millennials. Maybe you were a latchkey kid. Maybe you're in the Gen Z generation. Maybe you're in the whole latchkey kid, Gen X, Gen Z, that type of thing. Millennial, wherever, where you grew up having to come home, take care of the house and everything, and not get, nobody do nothing to you till mommy and daddy came home. You might not have been having a lot of time with grandparents. So he resonates with all these different generations because he's just like grandpa. And who doesn't like a nice grandpa, right? I mean, like nice. I don't mean the old grandpa that's mean and crotchety. I mean, this guy's a lot of fun. So anyway, if you're looking for somebody to make you laugh and inspire you and make you feel like, dang, I could do the same thing at 85 out here trailblazing. And he's like, dang, if I would have known I could make money from this thing, I would have been on here years ago, right? So I'm going to hop off here. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. Again, if you are ready, go right up there where it says teamwork. Double tap. Go to my profile. Under there, you'll see the red link that says beacons. Tap on there. TikTok spooky messenger. Going to an external link. Go anyway. Go to my website. Scroll down. Read the information. Get started. You can start with 0 down or whatever they tell you you can start with. I don't control that. It's controlled by you and this app, or you can just pay the whole thing up front, which is what I ended up doing. Whatever the case is, get in where you fit in. Stop playing small. It's time out for that. And I'm talking to y'all as a mom and a coach. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Hello. I'm so over people playing small. I'm so over people discounting their value and just not making a daggone change. Like, come on, aren't you sick and tired of being sick and tired? The people that I want to work with are already past sick and tired. They passed sick and tired like 10 states ago. They are ready to change their life. They're not still out here trying to figure out, is this a scam? They're not doing all of that. They're like, even if they're like, I may be skeptical, but I'm willing to finally take a chance on myself and my family. And I'm ready to make a difference for us. Just for me to start with. Maybe you can't even think about all of these people making a whole bunch of money. Must be nice, right? But maybe you're just like, I just want to figure out how to pay the doggone rent. Can I get a round of applause for people out here just trying to get off the struggle bus? Listen, when I walked away from that multi-million-dollar business and that toxic marriage, I had to start all over with my mom and my 6 kids and my self-esteem intact. It was not easy. I went to bed many nights hungry because after I ate, there was nothing left. And after the kids ate, there was nothing left for me to eat. I didn't go whining to my kids like, I don't know what I'm going to eat because you kids ate up all the food. We don't do that, right? We're moms. We get out there and we make it happen. We're like, okay, let me figure out how I get to eat tonight too, right? Because we're not going to just have the kids eating every night and mama don't eat, right? So we did what we got to do. We figured it out. I did what I had to do. I rode the struggle bus. I drove the struggle bus. I was changing the flat tires on the daggone struggle bus. And how many of y'all know that I'm not doing that anymore? And that's honestly what I want for y'all. And I really, really, really sincerely mean it when I say, if you go and this is not for you, that's fine. No harm, no foul. Here's what smart people do, though. Like smart people like me and you and Trina, right? And Lady Jim, right? We go and we get the information and we just see if it's something that could work for us. And then we try it. And if it works for us, great. If it doesn't, we move on to the next thing. Just like everything else you've always done in your whole entire life. If something works for you, you do it. If it doesn't work, you just do something else. But here's what I know. If you don't do anything different today, then tomorrow will be the same as today, and the same as yesterday, and the day before that, and the day before that, and the day before that. And you will still be sick and tired of your life. Stop playing small. Now I'm going to pray us on out of here because this is a thing that I do like to do. I usually remember when I go live early in the morning to say a quick prayer for people. Listen, y'all, I know I joke a lot and I do laugh a lot and stuff. I am not unaware of the things that are happening in this world. And that's why I say maybe you can't even think past how you're going to pay your bills. The first of the month came and went. All your little money is gone already. Oh, that's the song. The first of the month came and went. All your money been done spent. Something like that. But you spent all your money. It's gone. Some of y'all, today was payday. Before you even got the check, already gone, right? That's going to keep happening. That same thing's going to happen next week. And it's going to happen next month. And the month after that. Until you decide to make a change. I am not promising you're going to make tons of money. That's not my promise. That's not even a guarantee. I am promising you that if you go and you get this program and you follow the things that are inside of this program, there's a million different ways for you to make an income online. You are going to learn the skills to do something else. Even if you want to learn the skills to go get a job in marketing, because a lot of you still believe that getting that good job is the way to whatever. And maybe it is for you. I'm not saying it's right for everybody, but I'm saying you will never know until you go look. This is my last thing on this, and then we're going to pray. When I got started in the other program, Legacy Builders, and I didn't even see a video. I was never on TikTok, right? I made a TikTok account like 2 years ago. That's my other page under my name, Kara Revels Crittenton. But I never really used it because I had this idea that the weight loss product that I was doing, which was a network marketing company, great product, nothing against them. But I was like, oh, I'm going to be able to market this on social media. And then I never did anything with it. So it was just sat there. So when we started this, we encouraged to start with a brand new TikTok. So I started with a brand new TikTok. I probably know in real life 2 people on this account. All right. So I saw this post on Facebook. And it was a picture of my friend Tracy that I've known for years. She's been making money on the internet before any social media existed. She was doing this back when she was doing blogging and stuff like that because she was doing real estate. And she was making money from the internet before Facebook or any of that stuff existed, right? So I'm like, I know Tracy. I know she does good business. I know she makes the bucks, and I know she genuinely helps people. So I saw this post that said a $600 ding while I was at my son's baseball game. I'm like, what is a ding? A ding is what they call it when your notification dings. It tells you that you just made a sale. So I'm like, Okay, this sounds interesting. So read the thing and it said no MLM, no upline, no downline, no recruiting people, no cold calling, no DMing people. What else did it say? 2 hours a day from your phone. You can make $600 because she was doing a $600 program. You can make 600 from your phone. I was like, wait a minute, wait. Where they do that at? Sign me up, girl. Sign me up. I need to know more. And then I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. Like how I told y'all to go in there and scroll down and see if it was for you. I didn't even do that. It was a little short video. I didn't even watch the video. I already knew if she was doing it, making money, and I know she does legit business. I'm going to do it. Whatever she's doing, because I know it works, I'm going to do it. And so that's how the person that got signed up under me, not signed up because it's like I said, people are not working under you. It's a program. So you sell it one time and then that's it. That's why you don't need uplines and downlines. You don't need to recruit a whole bunch of people. Nobody even has to know it's you. You can make a page that's just about like if you're a guy, you can make women too, but you can make a page that's just about like fancy cars and you can have quotes over them, like motivational quotes. And then you could say, did you know you can make money from your phone just posting quotes like this? The information's in my bio. And they go up there and they sign up. Or you could do like, if you see, I have a lot of flowers and stuff because on my page, but you could do that with anything. You could just be doing your hair, like not showing your face. There's so many ways to do it. I'm not gonna go into all these things that you can do, but there's a lot. So I didn't even look at her thing. The person that got signed up on my other page when I was on my live for like 2 hours, and she was like, "Girl, I'm tired of waiting. I've been watching and watching and watching," and she got started. $422. That was literally 2 hours of work. Now, that may or may not be a good salary. If I compare it to running a multi-million dollar corporation like I did, then I would say, okay, that's good money. But I know people that make thousands of dollars for 1 hour of their time. So, you know what I'm saying? But for the average, regular person like us, that's good money, right? It is. So, get in where you fit in. Do what you do. We're going to pray out of here, y'all. Woo! Thank you, Lord, for this day. Thank you for all of these wonderful people that came to join this live and for the millions of people watching on the outside that just didn't tap in to this live tonight. Lord, I ask you to bless these people. Be with them. Give them the desires of their heart. Those of them that are scared, they're confused, they're lost. It is Friday. They just got paid and they have no money left. They are not even living for the weekend because they can't even do anything on the weekend. They're trying to find a way. Lord, help them know that you have a way. Help them know beyond all the material things in this world that you are the way. You are the way, the truth, and the light. And they can come to you and you can help them. Father, whatever they're going through, whether it's physical, financial, emotional, mental, a child is off course, a marriage is in trouble, a business isn't working out, their school's not working out, whatever it is that they're going through, Lord, I just ask you to be with them. I ask you to help them, to guide them. If they're trying to get a house or a car or a boat or what, I don't know why boat came in, but somebody's trying to get a boat. If they want to get a boat, Lord, show them there's a way to get a boat. Let them know that you said there's going to be wars and rumors of wars until the world comes to an end. So the things that we're going through now, other generations have gone through them. The difference is they didn't have all this information at the speed of light to them to see everything. But we've been through these things before. We've been through tough times before. Whether you love it or you hate it in this political spectrum, Lord, give these people the heart to understand that the only thing that really matters when all is said and done is that they know you. So I'm going to ask y'all, if you don't personally know Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, and this is not for everybody, okay? This is not, well, it is for everybody, but I know everybody doesn't necessarily believe what I believe. But if you know that you are far away from where you want to be spiritually, then you can ask Jesus to come into your heart. Just say, Jesus, I ask you to come into my heart. I make you my Lord and Savior. And I will try from this day forward to carry out your will. Amen. And I'm telling y'all, Jesus will come into your heart and he will be your Lord and Savior. And you will start to live a whole completely different life. Okay. Hey, Rob Christian Cosmos. Welcome in, friend. A motivational talk on making money online. Join to learn about the program. This is so cool. I love it. Welcome in, Rob. I was just getting off here. I was just saying a prayer for everybody that's on my live. I've been on here for about an hour and a half because my puzzle piece has been gone. But let me know what you're doing. What are you doing? You guys go ahead and get with me, connect with me, get with this program. Now, let me tell y'all a couple of things before we go. This is my only page. There is another fake Team Pay Daily page. They have a couple of my videos up on there. That's not me. I do not do crypto, Forex. I don't do Telegram, WhatsApp. I will never, ever, ever DM you other than if we're friends, and then I might send you, like, share my live out or send you a post that I made. But I will never, ever DM you to send me money or anything like that. The only way we're going to be connected is when you go up there and you tap on my face and open that profile picture, click on the Beacon store and get connected that way, or DM me if you just want to talk, if you want somebody to pray with you, if you want somebody to help guide you and direct you. I'm not a preacher, teacher, none of that. I'm just here to tell you that there's a better way to do things. If you're not already making income from your phone, whether you do it with me or you do it some kind of other way, you got to learn how to make money from your phone. Learn this AI stuff. Listen, guys, I know it's scary. I know some of you think AI is going to take your jobs. And the sad part is, guess what? AI is going to take some of your jobs. It really is. So you've got to learn it so that you can benefit from it now, right? Because it's going to come to a point where you may not be able to benefit from it as easily as you can now. And it's simple. This is not scary. It seems scary, but it's not scary. And here's how you do this whole 2 hours a day thing, right? You just break it up. You can either do it at one time or you can break it up. 15 minutes here, 30 minutes here, whatever it is. But everything you need to understand the program is inside of the program. Almost 140,000 people inside of this community. That tells you one thing and one thing only, that it works. People are starting. People are paying their money. People are doing what they're supposed to do. All right, I'm out of here, y'all. I love you, and I will talk to you the next time. Thanks for joining me. Last thing, if you're not following me, go ahead and follow me. Please, 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 again, be on the lookout for scammers. I will not DM you. It's not me. If you get a DM and we're not already friends, you won't see it. It won't be from me. Don't even open it. Don't click on it. Just go and block them, right? The other thing is, I'm never going to ask you for any type of money for anything. Don't fall for the okie doke, y'all. And that is genuinely most legit creators on here. They are never going to go to your DMs and ask you for a dime. They're not going to do it. So y'all be careful. There's a lot of fake accounts of other people on here. You can ask me to send you an email and I will email you. I'll send you a video so you know for sure it's me. But anyway, y'all just do your thing and I will talk to you later. Follow me if you're a real account. No spammers, scammers, or sugar daddies. I will follow you back. Also, it's real important. If y'all are somebody who follows people, if you leave real genuine comments on people's posts, those are people I really want to follow. I really want you to follow me because I will go and leave genuine comments on your post as well. So that way we're really helping each other out. I don't, not people to just, a bunch of emojis and nothing else. I know it's easy, but let's stop being lazy and let's really do what needs to be done. All right, y'all. Bye. Have a good night. Bye-bye, man.